For PokerGaming.com, this is James Gwill. Event number 30 of the 2010 World Series of Poker was yet another $1,500 no-limit Hold'em bracelet event. Now, this event started with 2,394 players that all came out to battle for the bracelet and for $581,851. Now, day one saw many big names fall by the wayside, and the field was shrunk down to just 261 players. Among those that were eliminated in day one were Havad Khan, Tom Dwan, John Jawanda, Andy Black, and Phil Hellmuth. The money bubble was burst on day two as 243 players made the money. Nam Lee, Max Stout, Daryl Fish, Carlos Mortensen, and David Danshiger were among those that finished in the money. Now, 21 players had to return on day three to play to the final table and the bracelet. Christopher Gonzalez took a commanding chip lead into the final table, and among the people at the final table were Christopher Gonzalez with $2.7 million, Jason Halley with just over $1 million, Jeff Cohen with $330,000, David Wilkinson with $1.34 million, Billy Griner held $525,000, Martin Jacobson $1.185 million, Christopher Kassler with $1.81 million, William Kakon with $1.15 million, and Mike Ellis held just $560,000 in chips. Oddly enough, Ellis started third in chips at this final table, but he ended up making it heads up against Christopher Gonzalez. Now, Gonzalez had a strong chip lead at the start of heads up play with $7.85 million against just $2.8 million for Ellis. Now, heads up play went back and forth for a while, and the one player or the other held the chip lead during this heads-up match. The hand that ended up giving Ellis a dominating lead was one that saw both players make two pair. However, Ellis had kings and eights, and they were slightly better than the kings and sixes of Gonzalez. At this point, Ellis was up $8 million to $3 million for Gonzalez. The final hand saw about 1 million chips put into the pot pre-flop, and both players saw a flop of Jack of Diamonds, 7 of Spades, 6 of Diamonds. Gonzalez bet out $1.25 million, and he was called by Ellis. The 5 of Diamonds fell on the turn, and Gonzalez decided to move all in. Ellis made the call, and Gonzalez turned over pocket aces. However, Ellis turned over the Ace of Diamonds, 10 of Diamonds for the nut flush, and Gonzalez was drawing dead. Mike Ellis made an incredible comeback to win this bracelet. He takes home the bracelet and a total of $581,851. For more, stay tuned to PokerGaming.com as we bring you recaps and coverage from the 2010 World Series of Poker. For PokerGaming.com, this is James Gwill.